Welcome all. Rockstar presents overall management system. This OMS is made for taking biometric attendance of students in a classroom. This is our login panel wherein the admin is going to put his credentials. So I'm putting my credentials. Once I log in into the system, I will be prompted with certain kind of dashboards. So before we understand the technical details of this particular dashboards, I will give you an overview of our whole OMS systems. In our OMS systems is divided into 4 phases. The first phase is wherein we are going to upload the student as well as faculty details onto the system. Second phase will be wherein the actual faculty is going to take the attendance of the particular students by putting his fingerprints. Third phase will be wherein once the attendance has been captured on the biometric device, it will be reflected on the dashboard. And the fourth phase will be you will be able to see lots amount of visualization and reports that will be generated for you to take an proactive measures around it. So we'll start with the first phase wherein we are going to check details whether the students and the faculty details are uploaded onto the system. As in we are using it for the first time, obviously we will not have any details uploaded on the system. So we have student details as well as faculty details. Let's see whether we have student details in our system or not. So we have prompted with a particular options when we are to put class. I am saying 11th and the division known as A. So my system is going to check whether in 11 division A is there any student details there. If it is there, then it will show you in the table. If it is not there, then it will prompt you for a choose option box. So in this choose option box, which is the file which is to be uploaded. So I will just give you an overview of this particular file. We have a CSV file known as student details, wherein we'll have the user ID, the roll number and the name field. This user ID is the enrollment ID and which will be unique. So the user will be enrolled based on this unique ID in the biometric device also. And this is the file which will be uploading. So we click on this choose file, we click on the student details, open and then upload. That's it, it's done. Okay, we can get a prompt message saying that successfully uploaded student details files. So we can even view this file. Okay, what are the records which have been updated onto the system. So this is the whole visualization of this particular file. So you can have student ID, roll number, student name, and even if there are more students, it will be prompted around in the next page. So I move on to the first page again. There are certain kind of filters wherein you can use these filters to filter a particular specific user ID. For example, 107 or 106 which I want to prompt. So I can have a one user to be prompted around with this thing. I can arrange the users based on their roll numbers in ascending manner as well as descending manner. Okay, so and even I can search a user based on their particular name itself. For example, Rishi. Okay, I will get that particular thing. Okay, so we have uploaded student details. Let's see whether we have faculty details in our system or not. So we click on details. We have again the 11th standard A division. We'll see whether the faculty details for this division has been uploaded. Okay, we can see, okay, we are prompted with choose button, that means it's not been uploaded. So we click on this choose file. Before I click on the choose file, I would like to show you what's there in that particular file. So in this faculty details file, what we have is we have the user ID, we have the name, we have the subject. So again, this user ID is the faculty ID which will be unique, and based on this the biometric device will identify it. So we have the faculty name as Godson De Silva, who is teaching a subject known as science in that particular division class and in that particular division. Yeah, so this is the file which will be uploading. So I click over here, I click on faculty details, I say open and I say upload. So you get a message saying that successfully uploaded your faculty details. We can view this file by clicking on this view button. So this is the faculty details which was been uploaded. Okay, so even I can say if I want to search for a particular subject, okay, which that subject is, okay, I can get it. Okay, who is teaching maths in 11th A? Okay, it's Gerald Kurakos. Okay, who is teaching maths? Okay, so that's the completion of our first phase, that is student details. Now in the second phase, what's going to happen is teacher is going to take a portable biometric device onto the class, and once he has entered the class, or he has entered the class, he will give his punch to the biometric device and pass on the biometric device to the students. So the students one by one is going to punch in, because we already have their biometrics enrolled into the biometric device. Once the attendance wholly has been taken, while the attendance has been taken, the faculty can start its teaching methodology. It's not going to be affected because of that. And once the attendance has been completed, everyone has put their fingerprints. It's just like passing attendance sheet. Once it's been completed, the faculty is again to take the biometric device and again put his points. That means she has taken the attendance of this particular class for this particular subject. So this data will be sent on to our server, and we are going to do the backend processing for it. So that's how we are going to see it in real time now, by using this particular whole process in a simulation environment which we have created. The faculty enters the classroom, takes the biometric device and put his punch to start the attendance, and he passes on this biometric device to the students. While doing so, he can start with his teaching methodology. The students enters their fingerprint onto the device and pass on to his colleagues. This process goes on. Even the students can check whether they have been validated by having a green signal indication. With this process into picture, it gives an authentication to the student that their attendance has been recorded. Once all the students have completed their attendance, this device is again passed on to the faculty, where the faculty punch in and confirms that the attendance has been recorded. And now, as in the faculty has taken the physical attendance, it has been uploaded onto a database. Now we can view this attendance which has been taken by going through a prompt known as view attendance. So you just put the class, that is 11th, that is division A, the subject which I teaches science, the Godson De Silva teaches is science, year, and the time slot. Okay, if you consider time slot is 8:40 to 9:40, at that time was a lecture, and I can now pick the date. So today's date is 27th. That's what I'm going to pick it up from here, and I'm going to click on submit button. So you can see the list of all the students which are there in this 11th A, wherein this person Prithvi Amin was absent, and these are the students which were present, and whatever who have been absent have been marked in red and A, and all those things. You can even download that particular file around with this particular thing for this particular class itself. So okay, so this was our third phase, wherein we used to view that particular attendance of a particular student. Now we are moving on to the fourth phase, which is most important, which is crucial, that are reports. Okay, so we'll start with the next phase, that is reports and visualizations. What kind of insights you can get from that particular thing. Okay, now let's move on to our reports. We can move on to the home screen by clicking on this OMS icon, wherein we can again move on to a home page. From there you can go to reports or vice versa. I'll go through reports first, and whatever is been shown on the dashboard we are going to see it later on. In the reporters tab, we have different options known as overall attendance, subject-wise attendance, generate defaulters. We'll start with generate defaulters first. Let's see what is the inside it. So in this we have to give the class and the division in which I want to see the defaulters in this particular class, that is class 11th and division A. I want to see the defaulters from the month of June, June 15 when my college started, till I say July 15th. Okay, I want to see the defaulters between this date period. So these are the two people who are the defaulters, Vipul Jadhav and Kaviraj Pujari. You can even download this particular thing, and else you can move on to something on a subject wise. Now I want to see subject wise attendance. Okay, so I can say 11th division A, subject I'm going to select it as maths, and now what I want is I want a subject wise view. So I will just say it as I want it from the month of July 24th to July 27th. Okay, today. So today, let's see between this how many lectures have been conducted, and was the subject wise attendance of this particular thing. So you can see this is the subject wise attendance of this particular thing. For example, this is a roll number, name, and at this on this date how many people were present, on this date how many people was present, how many people were present, and what is the overall attendance of the subject known as maths. Okay, along with this you can have an overall attendance. That means I want to see the total cumulative view of my attendance. So I can say 11th division A, give the year 2018-17, and then even I can give, okay, I want it from the month of July, but 2nd of July. then I can see, click on, yeah. So okay, so once I have entered everything, I will click on submit button, and this is the attendance, overall attendance of this particular class 11th A. These are the pay students inside it. This is the maths attendance, overall attendance till now, and this is the science attendance, and overall what is the default score. If it is less than 75, it will be highlighted in red. If it is greater than 75, it will be highlighted with green, so that red indicates that he is in default. You can even download this particular thing. So I click on this download button, you can see it has been downloaded, and I can even view this particular thing, the overall attendance. So this is the overall attendance. Even in the Excel sheet you can see it's been highlighted. This was the attendance around this thing. One more feature which I would like to show you is, which is an add-on feature which is not coming in the base package of our OMS system, which can be included in your system as well. That is known as syllabus completion cover. Okay, so that before I move on to the lesson plan stuff, let me show you the visualizations which are there on the dashboards. So I move on to the dashboard. Now in this dashboard you can see you have to just select the class and you say submit. So in this particular thing you can see there are various kind of things showing you that in A division, 11th class A division, 54% is the overall attendance till now. B division is 84%, C division is 90%. For example, if I don't want to see any kind of particular division, I can just click on this and omit that particular, that will be removed from my graph background. Same thing comes with the subject wise attendance. In my dashboard, the principal wants to see the things around with this. I click on submit button, I will get this particular view around with this thing. In this case I can see there is an account subject. So you can see account subject A division attendance is 90%, whereas in this A division OC percentage is 40%, eco ka thing is 50%, and I can see that in bio students are not sitting, A division students are not sitting for the biology. So there is certain kind of thing which is going wrong. I should, so that I can take some proactive measures against it to avoid this particular. Again, if you want to avoid any kind of division, I can just click on it and save, and if I want to again get it back, I just again click it back on that particular thing. So these are the defaulters. The principal can get a view of all the defaulters around with this particular thing. For example, A division, B division, etc. So A division, the default, there are 12 defaulters till date. In E division it is only 1, D division it is 9. So all these graphical views of a pie chart will be available in the form of defaulters. Now this option which I was talking about earlier, that is a lesson plan ka thing. This is an add-on feature which we will be providing. So let's go in, dig into this particular lesson and see what is the inside this lesson. I select the class, this division, the science, and 2008. The purpose of this lesson plan is if you want to get the syllabus coverage. Okay, in this particular class, this particular division, for a subject known as science, what is the for this subject maths, what is the syllabus covered till now? Okay, till date. If a particular subject is not being covered too much, then the principal or the higher authorities can take an proactive measures against it. So now, as in this case, for example, if the university says that there are 47 lectures to be conducted for this particular subject, so that the faculties will say the count out there, whatever is the count, and based on that will they enter the lesson plans. So in this lecture 1, which topic will be covered, and that comes in which chapter. So for simplicity purposes or for the simulation purpose, I will say it as the lecture count is 5, and I click on submit button. So I will have an option wherein I am going to provide my lesson plan. I am teaching maths, so I have lecture number, enter the topic name and the unit number, the chapter number which needs to be selected. So I will start with this particular thing. I will say my first topic is sets and functions. It comes in chapter number 1. Now my second topic is linear algebra, and I will say it as it comes in the chapter number 2. Then I will say it comes under chapter number 4. The fourth topic is calculus. It comes under the number is 8 as 5, and the last topic is, I'll say it as sets, and it comes under, this is just for demo purposes, so don't go into granularity of the topic notes. So after this has been entered, I will click on save button. So I will get a prompt known as successfully submitted a request. So with this information into picture, I can get I can move on to the dashboard and check out for each subject in a particular class. For example, in 11th class, what is the state of my subject coverage or syllabus coverage. For example, you can see red is highlighted with A division and blue is highlighted with the blue division. So this eco subject is syllabus covered is 69, and even in B division it is 69. So that's great. Even for bio it is in similar manner. So with this, the management or the principal can take a proactive action against this particular thing. So you can just click on this and log out from your profile. So this is a total OMS system which we have made for biometric attendance systems, but this can be extended to n number of features. We can create a whole MI systems around this particular scenario, wherein the users will be in a position to put their attendance to a biometric device, and the management can take a proactive actions against what is, they can understand what is going on in their college and take proactive actions against it. The next thing which is much more important is for the accreditation purposes like NBA and NAAC. We can integrate those parameters inside this particular system and make it much more feasible based on the college requirements. So all things are be customizable. We can easily do the customization around this thing. Thank you for watching this video.